Yo, that nigga Big said God meant me to push a Bentley. Who says that? Like,
Big.
God wanted me to have a Bentley. That remind me on Next Day Air. Y'all ever seen Next Day Air?
I don't know.
Next Day Air was when
Nah.
the pack came to the wrong crib, and it was
Ain't Charlie Murphy
Mike
in it?
Epps. Huh?
Ain't Charlie Murphy in it?
No, it's Mike Epps. What's my man who played Ace on Paid in Full? Wood Harris. Bunch of people. So they dropped the pack of coke off at the wrong house, and Mike Epps was like,
I feel like I seen Mike Epps. Yeah, I feel like
Donald
I seen that.
Faison.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
Right. They opened the box up. It was a bunch of cocaine in the box. And then they said, Mike Epps was gonna say, "Oh, God meant for us to have this." How God gonna send you cocaine? I don't think God is going to send you cocaine to get you out your situation, brother.
This is how them rappers thought.
All right, y'all ready? This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 42. Jackie Robinson. That's all I can go with.
Hey.
I couldn't even let that rock.
Nah.
Had to go Jackie.
Yeah, that's it.
I am the Flush Man, also known as the Fat Boy, better known as the man who has no problem calling you broadish. Oh yeah, I'm your Huckleberry.
And I'm Rel, a.k.a. Iceberg Shorty, a.k.a. the King of Controversial Comments, a.k.a. Little Man in the right-hand corner. I'm still here. Yeah, cut the checks. That's it.
It's Cool Mike, a.k.a. Dr. Mike, your favorite foot doctor, the people's podiatrist. In the future, they're going to call me Crypto Cool, checking in.
With your Kool-Aid.
Hey.
Also known as Saturday Night Mike.
Saturday Night Mike,
a.k.a. Saturday Night Mike.
Shout out to our brother in podcast, our brother in real life, Juice. It should be real, man. His daughter's sick. He can't do the podcast today. We're going to hold it down for you, Cannon. This real, man. We ain't got no maids and nobody handle that situation for us.
Yeah.
We got to do it ourselves, grown man shit.
Juice.
How y'all feeling today?
feeling good, man.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Feeling good myself, man. I can't hold you. I'm getting all the junk food in me I can right now because we keto dieting starting tomorrow. My girl in on it, so I know it's gonna be. She done went to the market, nigga. She done went to the market. Shit is real. Somebody get my last day of junk food and bullshit out of it, and then I'm locking in. So I might be a little evil come next week. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, my nephew hit me every goddamn day talking about he needs some money.
Yeah.
He cut my goddamn grass, man. He be hit me with the Zelle, send me $70. Like, yo.
And your grass ain't cut?
No, he just cut it.
Oh, all right.
He do my
That grass better
landscaping
be
too,
cut.
man. You know what I'm saying? I keep it all in the family, you know.
As you should.
Better him than somebody else.
All right, man.
Good kid.
First topic
Shout
of the
out,
day.
Mom.
I think we can't go no other way but to go with R.I.P. to the late great John Singleton, man. John Singleton gave us them. I thought he was a little older because of how long back he go with the movies. Boys in the Hood was his first movie. I think he was about 24. Gave us Poetic Justice. Gave us Baby Boy. Gave us Four Brothers. Was executive producing on Snowfall. I know I forgot something else in there. Higher Learning. Man, I mean, he gave us Ice Cube, Young Cuba Gooding, Nia Long. He gave us Taraji P. Henson. He gave us Snoop in the movie. Much for the culture, man. What y'all thinking about the legacy of John Singleton? Cool.
Oh, like you say, you talking about culture. He is a storyline. You know how timelines go in historic times. Just his existence is a storyline, and his art is a storyline in hip hop culture and hip hop lore. So, what do you want out of life? I guess if nothing more than to leave a legacy that will endure far beyond your physical form, even though you die young. You know what I mean? So I definitely he's nothing short of legendary for that fact.
For me, like, you know, when you watch movies when you're younger, you're not necessarily thinking about the legacy of the director, right?
Right.
You just watch Boys in the Hood and you know it's like critically acclaimed because it was just a downright good movie and everybody's just watching it, right? And then you just start, piecing it together as you get older and realizing the people behind the scenes who are putting these things together. And it took for him to go up to a young hip hop rapper by the name of Ice Cube, who was controversial himself for the way that he exited, one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time, and stand on his own platform. Like, do we not get a Friday if it's not because of Boys in the Hood?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
A barbershop.
Right. Like, how many people did you inspire to do this? I saw Tyrese post on Instagram when he was like, he called me up and said, "Hey, I want you to play in this movie called Baby Boy, and you gonna be Baby Boy," and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying, to take somebody who, was on a Coca-Cola commercial and to put him in a movie, and Baby Boy's a cult classic. You know what I'm saying? Deal with what you want to deal with. And so is Boys in the Hood. So a lot of things that he, basically birthed Black Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the standpoint of all the things that we've got to experience and love because of that legacy that he established, man. So rest in peace to him. Very young. I didn't realize he was that young. 51 years old is extremely young. And and whenever you hear stroke, you're like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Because that you're either on one side of the fence or the other. You know what I mean? Basically, with that stroke, man, then the days go by and it just don't get better, and you're like, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just a matter of them, keeping you on life support or not. You know what I'm saying? So that's about your family disconnecting from you more than you being around and being gone, man. Who just had a stroke not too long ago and passed away? Somebody else famous had a stroke not too long ago and didn't make it out from the stroke.
I can't think off the top of my head.
So that's just tough, man. But like I said, rest in peace to him and his family, man. So,
and you got to break down too, like let's say the character of a Doughboy. He made Doughboy so human and so real. Because was he a hard guy? Yes, but what plays to my mind when I think about that character is him and Trey sitting on the step after he killed Ricky's killer and all that, and just showing the human side. He made a famous Janet Jackson like a down home girl, and you felt it. He made Tupac in the midst of his rowdy craziness a regular guy. You get what I'm saying? He definitely gave us that. I think even the Baby Boy character was originally wrote for Tupac. I think. If I'm not correct. I think I am correct in that though. So I think he definitely and he's given a Snowfall, which is and then we gotta think about it too. When we was youngins, we didn't know what Cali was like. Like right now, you can go on Instagram and go places and kind of see what it's like. As guys we was young on the East Coast, we didn't know
that was our window.
Right. Yeah. So that's how you really felt. Like, damn, it's like that out there.
Yeah.
Like you heard NWA joints, but the visual.
Right.
Yeah.
When we talking about pre-Snoop, social media, pre-internet, pre-email. Right. All of this stuff. So that was our window. Cool. That's a perfect analogy. Like that's how we saw how they was living out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
And all we had
it
was
gave
our
you
tapes.
That feel like it's relatable too. I mean, with what's my man name? Lawrence Fishburne character and stuff like that is just guys like that in your neighborhood.
So the gentrification clip is going around from Boys in the Hood. You understand? Like that's
when they was out in the hood.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And he break it down, man. Listen,
he says gentrification before we even knew what the word meant.
Scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so, like that stuff is you talking about futurists and futuristic thinking. At that point, to know that something dropped something, but how long has it been? 20 years ago? 30 years ago?
30.
Damn near 30.
28 years.
Yeah. Almost 30 years ago that literally can resonate today. The other part, the one thing that sticks out, everybody know this part, like, how many times you hear so-and-so could have made it out the hood, but something happened. You know what I mean?
Right. Ricky.
He was better than the Ricky story, man. It resonates with everybody. Whether you was on a do right side or the in the gutter side or halfway in and outside, like that resonated with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever push you made, the whole Ricky scene, man. You talking about powerful. That's art.
Yeah. But Ricky was going to UFC and he was running the 4.40 flat. He needed to do better in that scene, right? He needed to do better. Serpentine, bro, serpentine.
I never seen somebody do so many things to get himself killed. Like after you know he got killed. And you watch it again, you like, this nigga eating donuts.
Drinking milk, scratch offs.
Please kill me. If you don't please.
Oh, that shit's
Am I the
funny.
only one? Hold on.
No, yo.
Am I the only one who peeped? Am I the only one who peeped, right? When they brought Ricky in the house and put him on the couch, his mom grabbed the titty like, Ricky! Yo. I swear she grabbed her titty like, I'm actually grabbing her heart because, you know what I mean? But it was a titty to me. I was like, yo, why she grab her titty, though? Crazy. And let's not leave out, he gave us a young Regina King. And you see what she doing out here in the game. She don't get enough acknowledgement. I don't know if we touched on it like that. But Regina's doing some major things with, was it 7 Seconds on...
Yeah, on Netflix.
And she had a couple... Man, listen. She been doing a lot. She played that part in that movie, the one I went to go see, there was some bullshit. But they gave her an award for it.
He put the Crenshaw t-shirt in the movie.
True.
Yeah.
He talked about the block, like, them being up on Crenshaw and all that. He said the dude from the SWAT meet or something had a shirt and it was black, and Nipsey had a original the font of that shirt in the store at one point early and all that stuff. And who was that? It was Marlon Wayans. I think was speaking on John Singleton, had empowered, like, hey, pretty much, if you want a lane, you're going to have to create it yourself by writing, right? So that it wasn't that waiting for Hollywood to get these roles to him. It was writing his own roles. So that's how he come up with the movies and all of that stuff. But that's a pretty powerful thing, too. He said somebody had told him, maybe his brother or something, but then that John Singleton was more that's the confirmation for him to start writing. He said that I started writing and turned it into these things, creating your own opportunity.
Yo, if you look at his tree of like what came after him from under him,
oh yeah,
it is crazy.
Right, the grandfather of it all.
Ice Cube and Regina King. I mean, Regina King alone is crazy. He gave more. Did we see more Chestnut before that? Probably not.
Nah.
Taraji P. Henson. Come on, man. Tyrese has done his thing.
What's his name won an Oscar after all that stuff? Cuba,
right? Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
He gave
no matter how you felt about him.
Right. What's your favorite John Singleton movie?
Boys in the Hood, yeah.
Yeah, Boys in the Hood.
I don't know how you get past that.
Like, the car scene with that jazz horn playing in the background, man.
Yeah.
He like, let me out. That man.
Yeah. Hey, now he had to say it twice.
Yeah.
He's like, let me out. First time he ignored him.
Let me out.
No, let me out.
He looked back at him too with the with the side eye. Ice Cube originated the side eye.
Yo, right. I'm sorry, I gotta be a little different though. My favorite, honestly, I went to go see it 4 times in the movies. My favorite John Singleton movie, 4 Brothers.
All right. Dark Horse.
And the soundtrack was, oh my God, he killed that soundtrack.
I ain't mad at that at all.
I got a question, man, because I really question this, so I need to hear from y'all. I heard it referred to, but I'm not sure if I agree. So I need more on this, man. Y'all said that Baby Boy is a classic.
I think so.
He said
Cult classic.
Well, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Well, what makes you say that? I need to know.
I genuinely like the movie, right? You know what I'm saying? The love story with Ving Rhames and AJ Johnson.
Guns and Butter.
Yeah, like that was.
What was the? It's some movies in the world, right, that you watch and you feel like what just happened for 2 hours. That was one of them for me.
For real?
So at the end, he just bootlegs clothes for the rest of his life. Is that what it is? I don't know. First of all, I just listened. About a month ago, I just so happened I slipped, fell, and hit the remote button, and Baby Boy was on. Uh-huh. Some of the worst acting I've seen in my motherfucking life. I swear to God. The only thing, huh?
Had you ever seen it?
Yes, I've seen it before. But years later, I'm sitting down here watching it, and I'm like, when Snoop got when Snoop got Taraji car and he pulled up, he like, come in. And then he see Snoop in the car, he like, then that nigga fall. And that like he got shot. That shit was like, John, you could have kept that one, John. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, John.
You real hard on the boy, yo. You real hard on him.
Only thing I'm grateful for in that movie was Taraji P. Henson, dog. I swear to God.
How you gonna say the only thing when she was that's the whole point.
They gave us her.
Right.
Terrible acting. Snoop, he gonna knock the little boy
Fort down.
Was hers terrible?
His little fort. You put the fort, little nigga, and kick his fort.
Right.
That shit was terrible, Mike.
Yo,
no, that's what make cult. That's what it's saying. Cult classic mean there's a small group of people that really love it, pretty much.
Yeah. But know what? It's a lot of baby boys out there right now.
That's the point.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole
point.
Really
the point.
Yeah.
It's a lot of y'all niggas. Mama.
The mother couldn't enjoy her. What's the name? Because they acting like children in the jump.
You gonna kick me out so I can die like my brother?
That's it. We know. You don't have 60-year-old baby like boys at your grandmother's house.
Right.
Why y'all exactly? That's what make it a
right now.
Jody was terrible.
60
don't
plus.
Call me, listen. Don't call me no bitch and don't call me Jody. Like you call me Jody and call me baby boy. Those fighting words. They said, "Well, what happened to you, Jody Joe?" They took my Alizé. Who took your Alizé, Jody Joe? Some little niggas. That shit was terrible. I know the whole movie, which just makes it even worse.
Yeah, right.
God, I have a problem
Cult
with that.
classic. Right. You know, word for word.
Cult classic.
You part of the cult classic.
You need a Coke 45 before you watch that motherfucker. That's why. That's why it's a cult classic.
I love it, man.
All right, we're gonna leave John Singleton alone. Rest in peace to the great man. He will definitely be missed. He definitely was he made his own lane, man. He definitely gave us something that nobody in the world gave us. He's gonna be missed. He's gonna be missed. Cool. You spoke on this last week, and I wasn't familiar with it as much until this week, until the week passing. But you were talking about how after the concert in Brooklyn, the concert Jay had, he was getting a lot of grief about what he was saying about gentrification, and it was because of the New York, the Brooklyn Nets situation, and how he had, I guess he was the face of, or whatever part he played in the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of people in Brooklyn who were in homes got, it was almost on that type time. So people were saying that because of that, how can you be that way now?
Right. So yeah, I think this is an important part. It's like, for me, this is at a time, and I'm gonna just speak my truth about the whole situation. We talk about hip hop. We talk about it being the number one genre in the world. Let's get that out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. So, what I ate as a man now in college is different than what I eat right now as a married man, older, you understand what I'm saying? It's different, okay? So, what I listen to as a man in college is different to what I listen to as a man right now.
Right. We just listen to older Jay-Z.
We listen to older Jay-Z. What do I want the people that I listen to and have grown with to be saying, right? Is the first. So if I can settle all of that, right, then I would rather somebody be talking kind of sort of how Jay-Z is talking about uplifting and empowerment, and I don't even care what his motive is, than not be talking about uplifting and empowerment or anything else, right? That's one thing. So for me, it kind of ends the argument. Like, so if he does a freestyle where people are now forced to Google what the hell gentrification means,
right,
then that's for a plus. That's not never no negative, regardless of his motive, right? So that's one thing. But like, people talk a bit about him and whatever the Brooklyn situation. I can't speak for how nobody feels, right, in that scenario. That's one. I think part of Jay-Z's thing has been self-deprecating in the space of real estate, though. when he rapped on 444 that basically I felt like a Dumbo for not investing in a place called Dumbo before it was Dumbo, and I had the money. That is the ultimate. I fucked that money up.
Yeah,
Plat.
he said it.
He said it.
All right.
What do you want him to do? So
let me ask y'all this.
He didn't have the real estate. Hold on. He didn't have the real estate maturity. I'm sorry, Neve. He didn't have the real estate maturity of a Nipsey Hussle. We will. Nobody. You know how special you have to be Nipsey Hussle. Even in retrospect, we finding that out. So I'm not excusing Jay for whatever the situation with Brooklyn is, but I'm absolutely excusing Jay for maybe not knowing about an investment strategy that would have earned him multi-millions of dollars in whatever portfolio he did decide to invest in. We all trying to get to a certain point. What kind of car or vehicle you gonna use to get there? So the fact that he got his own streaming service, the fact that he divulged in the masters and all the other things that he's done counts as to some form of business and investments that equally I think can count as examples to black people and being uplifting. Was my point. Like, you can't discredit a man because he fucked money up in real estate or didn't invest or didn't see fit even to try to show people that in real estate. Hell, you got Envy and all these people just getting on. Be proud and glad that somebody is talking about multiple vehicles in a place, especially in a place where since Nipsey's died, it seems to be more unity and upliftment and empowerment. What do you want your rappers rapping about? Never mind that they rappers behind a beat and all of that stuff. They really poets. You strip the words down, and then we talking about poetry. And anybody that's criticizing that man, do it in 16 bars and make your words rhyme. And then talk to me, because that's what we talking about.
That's exactly
what we
talking
to that man
about.
To know what he's thinking about. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't even know that. I'm not caping for him. I'm just saying what you want your rappers to be rapping about. And I would rather them rapping about what gentrification is and what it ain't, even if you misspeaking just to get the words to rhyme. Get the fuck out of here with that.
I don't think it's a misspeaking thing. I think now he realizes, I think almost he has to identify with the mistake he made. Whether it was on purpose, huh?
Like everybody else.
He already did, bro. And you gotta think, it's been.
I didn't know he did. I didn't know that he did.
It's been 10 years since he owned the Nets. Think about that. Think about.
When did he do that though? I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying on 444. Like, when you say mistake, what do you mean by mistake? He don't own the Nets anymore. It's been 10 years.
No, what I'm saying is when people feel like that we're in Brooklyn and they put his face on. I don't know. We don't know the story of how much of a part he played in the Nets and how big he was in that whole movement. But people got moved out of apartments and houses and stuff like that for that.
So whose fault is that?
I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, but listen.
I'm saying let's put fault to it, right? Run it up the pole, up the pole, and who get paid? It's been widely reported that Jay-Z on what a percentage?
Less than 1%. Less than 1.3.
I'm not, and it's widely known that he served as a face, and he was putting on about ownership and all of that stuff. Made a rule since then that you can't do it that same way. Nobody talking about that. But what we I wake up at 4:00 in the morning. Somebody, Terrell and all them, y'all wake up, y'all be on the same thread. I know all y'all wake up early. We also know people that wake up 10:00 in the morning.
Right, but cool. What I'm saying is this.
Hear me out real quick. But what I'm saying is you have to allow people to wake up in life at their own time. Just so happened this dude is, maybe it took his wife for him or whoever, I don't know, whatever the circumstances for him to wake up and start talking the way he talked. And for the last at least 2 or 3 years, the raps have changed. We can't say that they haven't. So
you're right.
I understand that from something that happened a decade ago now.
But cool, let's say this, right? And I'm just playing the devil's advocate.
And he should have known better. He just didn't.
Right. But I agree with you, and I'm just playing devil's advocate on this though.
Yeah,
let's say, right?
That's why
I do something to you 10 years ago, right? 3 years ago, I wake up. I still owe you an apology for that 10 years ago.
How? How do you apologize? What does that look like? That's what
I don't know. I'm just saying. Listen, I don't live in Brooklyn.
We got these podcast dudes, right? That we got podcast dudes and they go a certain way. But what do you? So you take the jewels off?
I'm not saying that.
What are you doing? He told you, like, what are you doing? If we got what's the jump the crystals in the Thanos glove, right?
Right.
If we doing like this, let's take some jewels off of the dude, right? Because he ain't get it he ain't do every fucking thing right. Like owning your own streaming service ain't a big deal that pays more than Spotify, Apple, and all this stuff. You ain't do this one right, Jay-Z. I know your wife built a homeless shelter a couple years ago, a big old that housed a lot of people in Houston, but that's not enough. I know y'all bailed out Freddie Gray Riders in Baltimore and brought Prince to the city to do a benefit concert, but that's not enough, right? Like, whenever you wait, nope, don't talk about it now. It's too late because you ain't do it right because you ain't buying real estate like Nipsey Hussle. It's fucking ridiculous. Right. Nipsey say, hustle the hope away. What you talking about, podcasters?
That nigga said... He said, "I'm Hove with the vest on," and he said some shit about being Hove.
Like,
I'm a better. We want our kids to be better than we are.
It's crazy.
That's what they gonna think.
No, I feel you cool. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
What's the joint where he played the Tommy Lauren? The thing about when Beyonce did the shit at the Super Bowl. Like, your husband sold drugs.
13 years a drug dealer.
So.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Well, that was on the joint with him and Pusha T. What's the name of that song?
Right. I know that song. I can't think of the name of it though.
Yeah. Like, I mean, but so
they gonna find something.
They don't have You don't have a choice but to find something at this point. You just like pointing like, yeah, ha, I punched you in your face when we were 6.
Yeah.
You don't get no cool points for that.
So I'm not rocking at an age with unity. Like, if the Bloods and Crips cannot fight, why are we even throwing stones at a dude that's trying? You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man. I don't understand you. I gotta start looking at people different.
That freestyle
they want to go in that way.
I mean, they gonna find
say
something.
less. You could not rock with the dude and just say less about it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna discredit him in public because you ain't get that arm right. You know what I mean? And so sometimes it's just a matter of like what you want from the people that earn the most amount of money. Who we expect him to be? Who we expect him to be? But an ex-drug dealer that turned into a great entertainer. Now he turned into a poet, a philanthropist, a good husband, an example of other things that rappers aren't, that kind of stuff. A businessman, right? Growth and elevation of circles. Even you don't know the dudes that you rap. You know, we talk about A1, but some A1s ain't make it. Some days day ones they make it. Some of them wasn't meant for you and couldn't go to the elevation point with you to the next circle anyway. When y'all went to the Navy, how many people went with y'all?
Right.
You went by yourself. Right.
Yeah.
You went by yourself. I mean, you sign your name by yourself, or unless you had a parent. But you get what I'm saying. Like, come on, yeah.
And you gotta think about it. December 4th, 2019, Jay-Z gonna be 50 years old.
Right.
He about to be 50 in December. Right. Like, what do you want him to do?
Right.
like Roy said,
if he didn't make up for that by now,
right.
I mean, but that just shows you no matter how much good you do, they're going to find.
Right.
That's what this internet thing has become.
Right.
Like, no matter what you do, no matter how much you try to make up, you can do 10 times the mistake you made. They still want to talk about that one mistake.
I'm saying, I ain't for, like, you know, I'm a little more vocal these days. I can't, because I said, God forbid Jay-Z die, y'all gonna be the same ones talking about how great his whole mushroom system and influence and culture and blah, 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 blah is. The same ones gonna get the same clicks. So don't even put that on that man. Give him the flowers while he here. Give Ross his flowers while give everybody that talk about buying back the block, doing the right way, the elevation of the lyrics, give Meek his flowers, give them their flowers, bruh. Now, and so with this whole thing, if I'm looking at it, I'm consuming it and I'm producing on it now. The internet and IG and all these places, I'm not gonna not say nothing, I feel like. You know what I mean?
It's somebody always looking for something. Like, perfect example, even with Meek. Meek went through all that positive stuff. Then last thing I seen, this is about a month ago, but I'm just gonna say it. Him and Diddy had a picture and they try to make it seem like him and Diddy got something going on, like they got it. It'd be like, damn, dog, like, y'all can't find nothing, so this is where y'all go with it.
Well, that's what they did to Nipsey
like
with the whole thing at the little news article with the YG song. Like, you gotta find something. They looking for a chink in your armor to break us up. Like, that's all they doing, right?
One thing I can say is, even with the Nipsey thing, man, it's still like it hasn't slowed down. Like, with his death being more than a month ago, I want to say, I still see the post. It's not like a thing where it don't seem like something that's short term.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Nipsey movement is not even. I mean, I still see every 5 things on Instagram. Every other 5, it's Nipsey.
Cause it's so he left his footprint, man, and he used that technology, so he talked a lot.
But the thing you say, and the truth is, why do it take death?
Yeah.
When that man was here, it wasn't none of this.
Bro, that's why I'm not even tolerating no whole slander or no somebody that's for the culture slander. Let me say it like that. Like it's like slandering John Singleton. You wouldn't tolerate that. But why you gotta wait till he died to say you wouldn't tolerate that? Like I'm not tolerating it. At least not now. You know
not living Greek.
Yeah, not letting. Yeah, right. Cause none of them make it.
And all the people bashing is gonna be putting up all this positive shit now. About how great he was.
Come on, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, man. And we could do that now. That's all I'm saying. Rick Ross don't get enough play for buy back the block. 2 Chainz getting on the jump. Like he don't get enough for the Wingstop situation. For the checker situation. We see it. You know what I mean? Get these dudes their props, man.
Definitely.
Rose.
All right, speaking of Rose, it's May, right? Have y'all heard any good music this year? What music stick out to y'all this year that y'all heard any good music this year? It seemed like it's been quiet. Maybe it's me. Let me know. Now I heard the Anderson .Paak shit. Shout out to Juice, cause Juice been pumping him. Anderson .Paak got some shit on it. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say every joint rock, but I fuck with Anderson .Paak now. Styles P just came out with a joint on Friday. Fire. Styles put out some shit. Y'all heard anything what y'all been listening to lately? Is it just old shit right now, or?
Yeah, for me, I can't. I'm disqualified for that. Cause
I mean, I try to give it a listen just cause. So every Friday I do check and see what's coming out. I gave the Anderson .Paak right now the best shit out, and I know Call Me a Homer, Rel, and everything. But Styles is the best shit I heard this year so far.
I mean, that's fine. Like, stop. That's not surprising though. Like we expect Ghost to be Ghost. Like, so
right.
That's not like, oh, we're gonna get a Ghost album and he fell off. It's what he do professionally. You know what I'm saying?
By the way,
you don't just wake up tomorrow and make shit.
Ghost
chicken.
of All Times. Name of the album is Ghost of All Times. That's a hot ass name.
Okay.
So the best of all time, a top 5.
Yeah.
I'm the Ghost of All Times.
All right. I mean, like, I only listened to like 3 or 4 albums last year. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey, Royce, J-Rock, and Meek. I don't know what else came out last year that I should be listening to.
You know what's crazy? Like, and I don't know if it's the busyness of it or maybe too much coming at one time. I really don't, and I've heard this from a lot of people, and I'm starting to realize it myself. I really don't give albums the time I used to give albums. The time to really grow with an album.
Yeah.
To me, I really take what I like off of it the first couple listens, and then I move away from it.
Yeah. And you probably got the most time out of all of us to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Say it again, bro.
So you probably got the most time out of all of us to do that, just based on your commute alone, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time, man.
It's hard. It's and that's funny because I used to always wonder when you're younger, like what happens to how you kind of fall off, but just life happens. You know what I mean? Your responsibilities shift and change and all that. So when and how you would consume or listen changes. You know what I mean? So like. You're right. So, and then I try to, sometimes it's a whole feeling or mood. That's why I actually enjoy streaming service a lot because I might come across something, I might be reading something and it triggers a mood and I just want to hear a song real quick. You know what I mean? So that's really how I listen more than consuming. I try to keep up, but I can't. So because I only for the kids, if nothing more, you know how it go, like the wavy catch dancey stuff, you can't avoid the most popular stuff, but it's harder to keep up.
I love that Old Town Road song. I don't know if I've said that on here. I love that.
Oh, that joint is. I heard
and I like the Billy Ray Cyrus version because I like Billy Ray Cyrus. So
I heard the kids listen to it this weekend. But you know what? I'm starting to realize that I'm not even a new Hov fan for real because we were just in the car dropping Bree off, and T played a song from Blue Pen 3. It was with Pharrell on it. And I can't even. I was like, I never heard the song before.
You talking about the motivation for me is them telling me what I could not be.
Yeah, that's real. Yo,
I'm so ambitious. I might fuck two sisters.
That shit hot too.
That shit is fire.
Dog, I never heard it before. Real shit. And I'm a whole fan. Like, but I realized maybe maybe because I had more time on my hands.
Yeah.
I got certain joints on 444, but I couldn't tell you the whole album because what I really do is honestly, I might listen to it twice, and in the midst of me listening to a song, I'll be like, oh, that's going on the playlist. And then I take it, I listen to it twice, and then I
might not get to it. Yeah.
I move away from it.
Blueprint 3 was fire, except for the song where he got my man Joe.
Joe Budden.
Yeah, he got a Joe Budden on Blueprint 3.
Joe broke up with his lady, yo?
No.
That's what they're saying. What? Yeah, where you been at?
What?
She took him off his Instagram and everything.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't even hear about it.
They followed each other.
I ain't listened to the episode yet from yesterday, so I don't listen to that till Monday.
They followed each other.
Oh, shit.
I listened to the Saturday joint till Monday, so I ain't listened to that yet. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't hear nothing about that.
Yeah. All right, but back to our podcast. They talking about a Prince documentary. I'm really interested in it, man. Prince doc coming soon. I want to see it for the simple fact that I feel like Prince, his personal life has always been kind of shelled, and you haven't been in. I would love to see how Prince is in the studio or behind the scenes. What y'all think about a Prince doc, especially with him being gone, man? I would really love to hear that.
Who's doing it?
I'm not sure about that. I have to look it up. Let me see.
That's the first thing I think of, because I think of back. I hate that I'm keep referencing Hov but I remember when he said this guy had slave on his face, like Prince writing slave on his face and changing his name and all that. I'd be curious to see what angle they're gonna go at. His disdain for the music industry. I wonder how much that's gonna play into
Netflix.
Yeah, probably not a whole lot then.
Yeah, I'm more excited to see about the Central Park 5.
A documentary narrated by Prince himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they say Ava
DuVernay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If Ava doing it, I'm watching. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, we had. All right, cool. Thank you. That changed it.
Ava, first day out.
If Ava doing it, I'm watching.
Yeah, that's all we need to know.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
I'm shocked. I was like, Ava? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Say less.
You know Ava.
But that's funny because I was just going to talk about her. You know, she got the Central Park 5 documentary coming out, I think, at the end of this month.
All right, so break down Ava a little bit for those of us who don't know about Ava.
All right, Ava DuVernay, she really jumped on the scene. I think she did the joint 13th on Netflix. So if you haven't seen the 13th, very powerful documentary. I made both of my sons watch it. You know,
that's on Netflix, right? I meant to watch it as a family.
Yeah. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it, right?
Okay.
Like, I mean, like, dog.
That's an immediate.
Yeah, immediate watch. Like you a year and a half or so behind. But very powerful doc. You got to check it out. And I think that's when she was out there doing her thing, but that was I think the one that broke out.
She did Selma.
Yeah, she did Selma too. Yeah.
I ain't see Selma neither.
Yeah.
I like the full story.
But 13th is a must now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So African American director, producer, does great things. Shout out to Ava DuVernay. But she's also doing the Central Park 5 documentary about those young men who got coerced and accused of raping that lady in the park. You know what I'm saying? And that was
I seen the previews for that.
Huge. Yeah, that was huge.
Review or whatever.
Yeah, so that's coming out, I believe, at the end of this month. Yeah, good shit.
Yeah. So automatic stamp on that.
Yeah.
We watching it.
You said her name? Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Not if HBO people did it, I wasn't watching it.
Yeah.
You mean?
Yo.
Yeah.
I need to ask y'all something on some personal shit, right?
Yeah.
Are boxers played out?
Like regular boxers?
Boxer shorts.
Like regular boxers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably been 10 years since I had regular boxers.
Ain't nobody send me the email. I ain't know that shit was...
You still wearing regular boxers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's detrimental to your health, young man.
We was talking about underwear. Terrell, wasn't you in the underwear
Yeah, me, you, Jordan, Hope,
Yo, this
PJ.
This is the perfect brother talk.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, let's go.
Oh, man, we should have brought Jordan on, but he be having too much.
Right.
That's what we should have did. Brought Jordan on.
Shout out Jordan.
For a special guest. Oh shit, he be working this shit.
Break down the conversation. I need something.
Okay, so R.I.P. We was at my cousin Rick's homegoing service last summer. It was last August. And after the service, we went over to my cousin Arnie's house, and the repast, a bunch of good food and stuff. But it's time for family get together. We're literally huddled up in the corner like football huddle. You know what I'm saying? Damn near having a conversation about breathable underwear and how you should take care of yourself, and what I'm saying, what you should feel when you have these things going on. Jordan's asleep and got daggone in running shorts. He's on life hack, running shorts, change your life.
Yeah.
Right?
So basically, like, it's like certain drawers and stuff neath where the heat is taken away from your balls, and like it feels different and all that, so you can work out and all. It's a lot of different things. So I didn't even understand, because I was like, I think I saw the part of the question. Boxer briefs feel better just in general to me currently, but like there's an elevation in investments in underwear and workout gear that's better for our manhood down there.
Right.
All the way.
This is important.
From the front to the back. And I didn't know. So I mean, I think I asked about like certain, just whatever, the Kevin Hart joints and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
Apparently it matters, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I gotta give me some.
So historically, we have a higher rate of prostate cancer, right? And
right.
your balls, your testicles, whatever you want to call them, your nuts, they're not supposed to hang that way, and boxers allow them to hang that way. So you're literally just pulling on your, your organs, right? And they need some type of support, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I went to boxer briefs probably 15 years ago, and I don't.
Yeah. That's all I buy.
Yeah, I don't own no regular boxes, bro.
I got some boxer briefs, but I need to get my boxer briefs up.
Yeah.
I forgot
get rid of
who
your
said
boxes.
something to me.
Get rid of your boxes.
I heard somebody
like all
talking
of them.
about it. Huh?
Like all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm on it, man. I'm on it. But see, that's important. That's why I love this podcast.
Right.
Something need to get put out health-wise. It's not just the look of it. It's prostate and something that can affect us later on in life.
Yeah.
So definitely, I'm glad I brought it up.
Yeah.
Some crucial information that might help a couple people out there. Boxer briefs, gentlemen. Boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. I meant to bring this up last week, too. Meek's judge, once again. And this happened a couple weeks ago. She wouldn't let him go to Toronto, man. When's somebody going to step in and get with this lady, man? Like, she just is an asshole on purpose. Like, should a judge be able to just on purposely just torture you?
Well, the justice system is so fucked up, and that's what they fighting for in the reform, so she guess she can do it. Right? Like appealing to a high court would take 5 or 6 years just because of the way the criminal justice system is backed up. Like they still have to appeal to her whenever he want to leave the state. Period.
But you would think after all the attention she's received and how she's been brought up,
that's why it's so messed up.
What's happened to her? Nothing's happened to her. She ain't. They just saying her name.
Right, but no consequences have come down.
She got a cop that follow her around all the time like a bodyguard. That's special duty for them. So it ain't like she in Walmart just walking around willy-nilly and somebody gonna catch her.
I ain't even saying nothing like that.
I'm just saying. I'm saying she's able to do what she want to do because there's no consequences to her actions.
Right, but who's her superior?
The next court up. She's a judge. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So if you're acting out of a character, am I wrong in thinking that she's acting out of character of a judge? Where a judge should be acting.
They don't have anybody to answer to other than like the mayor, right, or the governor if it's on the state level. I think it's the mayor, right? But then those still separated by three parts of government, so she necessarily doesn't have a boss.
Yeah, whatever the process is, the process.
Yeah, the process
That's how you
process.
get these judges that make these crazy time served for rape in a cage sentences.
Yeah.
And nobody can say nothing. Like,
just gotta chalk it.
He said, "Oh, I'm out here running shorts right now."
Who said that?
Jordan.
Jordan, what's up? My guy. This nigga was the busiest man doing the podcast in the world.
You gotta ask Joe what he got going. You can't just call him randomly because he'll be at work delivering packages. Got a kid and all. He said he about to hoop. Right?
Yo, that was the most unorganized podcast we ever did. Like, yo, that joint had a lot going on.
Oh shit.
What's that?
Shit.
That's your house, Mike?
Yeah, that's Mike.
Definitely. We covered a lot. I'm liking where we going right here with this one. Oh shit.
I'm about to bring him on for a minute.
Oh.
Jordan.
Oh yeah, you got I?
Yeah, of course. Let me see something.
Yo. Why did Beyonce touch that Before I Let Go, yo?
I heard it was good.
Nah, it ain't, dog. Listen, there's certain shit you
ain't.
can't touch in this world, dog.
It ain't nothing.
I ain't even heard it.
Dog, you don't touch that, dog.
Yo.
Where your face at?
I don't know.
You talking about, I don't know.
Why it's not? It's saying it just say me. I can't see my face though. I see y'all though.
Oh, we can hear you. I don't know. You should what?
Hold up. Hey bro, I'm gonna hang up and call right back.
All right.
All you gotta do is join back on. Yeah, yo, why did Beyonce listen, dog, you don't touch Before I Let Go, dog.
I heard it was good though.
Nah, man. It's cool. Certain shit you just can't touch.
You just said Baby Boy was whack, though, Neve. You might be great.
I didn't say
Listen to the ear of a 38-year-old woman.
Hey, cool.
What it sound like?
Go watch Baby Boy. Listen.
I haven't heard it, but a 38-year-old woman, and then you tell me if it was good or not.
Listen. First
if
of all,
you don't do that, you gotta
that's
end
the best
on
thing,
baby.
Listen, take 2 hours out your time and watch Baby Boy again. You'll be like, yo, this shit is the worst. I swear to God. Watch that shit right there. With open mind. Don't sit back here and think about John Singleton and none of that shit. Just watch that shit and say if it's a good movie or not.
Baby Boy was a great movie. What are you talking about?
Dumb. He was pussy. He was broadish.
Ooh.
Fucking Jody.
It's called Baby Boy, man.
This nigga was the worst.
What you think he was supposed to do?
You gonna kick me out so I can go die like Big Steve died? Like,
the absurdity of having a grown man stay with his mama all his life is exactly why it sounds like that.
Right.
Go watch it, cool. Tell me the acting was Academy Award worthy.
You reciting the lines like you loved it.
Right. You know all the words.
That shit stuck in my head, yo.
I thought you hated it. I couldn't tell. I can't tell.
Jordan, the only one who would come on the podcast with a fucking green face.
Go. Why is doing that?
Good, Jordan. What's good, cousin?
What up? Why is doing that though?
I don't know
I
what
can't
he's
see,
doing.
bro.
Oh, I don't know.
No, he probably was named out. I don't know why, bro. I can't see him either.
This nigga, you got the crisp. You got your haircut yesterday?
No. Hey, yo.
Okay, right on.
Shit,
Fresh Cut Friday.
Nah, so small. Anyways, it's in there. Cousin, you see me? My shit is fucking funny. Stop playing. I still got it. I still got the moves.
That shit funny.
Ain't nobody sing like Eddie Kane Jr.
Hell no.
But yeah, we was talking about boxer shorts, Jordan, and they're talking about the conversation we had at Rick's Celebration of Life, man.
Oh yeah. You know, my life hack is the fucking running shorts first. I'm out here today, right now as we speak, with my running shorts and no drawers, bro.
No drawers.
Reballing.
I ain't gonna hold y'all like that. I'm just
I got some. Hey, cousin, I be having boxers on right now, man. Like, I feel bad because some young niggas pull me to the side. Like, you gotta stop wearing boxers. I listen, my old niggas like, oh, nah, we don't wear boxers neither. I'm out here by myself, balls on, hanging.
Yeah, yo. Everything, yo.
Unsupported.
You still wear boxers?
Yeah, yo. I'm old school.
Yo, what you did? Fan time and you ain't tell us?
Yo, listen, right? This is the bad part, right? When I be around the way, because I don't be around the way often, niggas swap with the jet. When you get home? I gotta be oatmeal and peanut butter off, motherfucker.
Yo.
Hey, Jordan, hold on, Jordan. Was
Yeah.
Baby Boy a good movie as far as the acting? Was the acting in Baby Boy good?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think so. It's just, yeah, I gotta say yeah.
No, it's just what, cousin?
Cause the reality of it, like I think they was just being. I think Taraji was so good that you as bad as Tyrese was, you just wasn't paying no attention.
Tyrese, Snoop, Omar
Yeah,
Gooding.
yeah, like everybody else was bad, but
Him and
her,
Ving
but she was so good.
Ving Rhames was good as shit too.
Yeah, Ving Rhames was good. Like she was so good. Ving Rhames was good. It was like Tyrese was horrible.
So are we critiquing Tyrese in the whole movie? Because
that's the whole thing.
Tyrese was
They
fucking terrible,
trying to
dog.
use the move the goalpost. Was Baby Boy? You trying to move the goalpost on us?
No, Omar Gooding was a good tough guy though.
You bring that question. I
No.
don't watch too much Guns you to let that slide, Nee.
Nobody believe Omar Gooding, dog. I don't believe him.
No.
You Cuba little brother, nigga. Get out of here.
No,
I ain't. So hold on. So what's the consensus that Baby Boy is a bad movie?
No, they said it's a classic. That's the worst John Singleton one for me.
we said it was a cult classic. Like
Yeah.
Rocky Show is a cult classic. I don't know.
No doubt.
Fucking Soul Plane was a cult classic. Like,
Yes. I agree.
Absolutely. There's no debate.
Right, I'm not arguing with you.
no, listen, y'all hate Kevin Hart, but Soul Plane, Soul Plane.
But Kevin, that was like but no. Soul Plane was like an ensemble cast though. Kevin Hart just starred in.
Any movie that got Snoop in it is a bad movie.
I gotta use the
That's
bathroom.
what I think it is.
Y'all got this.
You crazy.
You tripping. So so Eddie Bones wasn't good?
Hell no. Hey, yo, Jordan, I know you ain't just... Hey, yo. Hey, Mike, what's going on, Mike?
Yo, crazy.
Jimmy Bones.
I ain't got no fucking drawers on, see? That's that I ain't got no
Jimmy
drawers on.
Bones.
That's that free ball
Hey,
swag.
no, AD. The same way I told Cool and Real, I'm telling you, get you a pair of running shorts and watch how God changed your life, bro.
What brand?
You get Nike, I got Under Armour. Long as they running shorts, they got had a weapon. If they got the weapon, I'm telling you go. Man, I be at Target like, babe, if it go down, I got you. I'm gonna hit you right here in this bathroom. She said, that's disgusting.
Hey, how many babies you got, Jordan?
4, man.
See? Freak bullshit.
Free ball,
Hey,
right?
that's
what I'm saying.
On at the time. If he had drawers,
What I'm saying, but you keep your fertility like that, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's Terrell. Terrell touched on prostate and all that.
Yeah.
Situation.
One more
It's
question.
real, though.
Hey, Jordan, what was the best John Singleton movie though?
Oh shit. It gotta be Boys in the Hood. Even though I really fuck with
Consensus.
I said Four Brothers.
No, that's like the worst.
Oh, you tripping? I know you ain't just defend Baby Boy. Gonna say Four Brothers the worst.
Yo, Baby Boy is a good ass movie.
And Four Brothers what?
It's hood. It's hood.
Four Brothers
Right.
was straight hood.
No, I ain't really like Four Brothers. I mean, Four Brothers good. It's just I don't think you gotta think like out of 6, he made 6 or 9 movies or something. 6.
I don't know.
I'm not
He only
sure.
made like 6.
But
High Learning was really good. I think High Learning was before its time.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't think we get that.
We
joint
didn't even
enough
throw that
credit.
out there. He gave us Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that joint, I think that joint don't get enough credit. Shit. I guess it's gotta be Boys in the Hood. I would
I'm
say
not mad at Boys in the Hood. I'm not mad at that.
I would say Rosewood. Rosewood kind of depressing.
Oh, I forgot about Rosewood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was a good one.
Yeah, he didn't really miss. You know what I mean? Like making movies.
They had my man Don Cheadle in that one too. We need to get Don Cheadle his flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, Don Cheadle was in Rosewood, wasn't he?
Don Cheadle, a guy, man. He one of the great. He make you believe every role. Don Cheadle make you believe every role. Black Monday, if you ain't on it, You gotta step your game up.
Yeah, I like Black Monday.
I still ain't watched it yet.
Oh, that shit good, cool. That shit cool. That shit good right now.
They need stop wearing boxes though, yo. You not.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my life together. I gotta change my life. That's why I've been having bad luck every one of these boxer shorts out here. Can't get your break out this motherfucker. Look.
Fuck it.
How you feeling about the playoffs? Who winning the chip?
Oh man.
Who winning the chip, Jordan? NBA playoffs.
Oh, I think it's gonna be the Warriors.
Who coming out the East?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Them Sixers looking good, boy.
Yeah.
Embiid. Listen, if you put Embiid against Golden State can't stop Embiid.
But his knee though, his knee.
But it's 2-3 games. It's 2-3 days in between them games now.
Yeah,
What's
but
wrong with his knee? He got
tendonitis. He got real bad tendonitis.
But you see him last game?
Yeah, like they saying he might have like 3 really optimal like prime years left.
Dang. I don't know. I ain't
ready. His size and weight.
He got slim. He gotta get himself in
like
good shape.
I think he in good shape. It's just you can't really do a lot of cardio when your knees fucked up.
But he overweight right now. No, they saying he overweight.
No, you gotta get creative. I mean, you could do that underwater stuff, but then you gotta go to a place that got underwater stuff, and that takes a different level of dedication. That takes Kobe Bryant, LeBron James level, and he's
still young. He's still a young cat. He can get through it, but you some injuries.
Youth don't matter if you still don't put in the work.
True.
Yeah, I don't. That's the thing. I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's the he had a back injury.
I'm not saying put in the work like regular work. I'm saying you do weird shit like sleep in hyperbaric chambers.
Yeah, like extra
cold stuff. You gotta do that other stuff. That's what I mean.
Yeah, it'd be bad. It would suck for the sport because he got so much personality. It would suck for the sport for us not to see him at his at his prime, like 27, 28 years old, where he just like dominate the league because of his health. Like that was something.
What y'all think about what Mark Jackson said with his skill set? Mark Jackson said with his skill set, if he stays healthy, he should go down as one of the best centers of all time. It's too early to call it.
What Mark Jackson said, they almost hell.
I think so. I mean, look, the boy shoot free throws. The boy make 80% from the line. Shaq didn't do that.
Oh no, he's tough, man. He's tough.
And he can
the weakness for your Sixers, the weakness for your Sixers is
they ain't my Sixers.
Number 25, man.
Huh?
Number 25, man.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
He gotta get it together though. He still got. He too cool. He don't got that aggressiveness. He's not aggressive enough for me.
You can't be aggressive when you can't shoot and you can't shoot free throws.
Right. If he shot 80% from the line, it'd be a whole different story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's not as aggressive going to the basket because of that.
Yeah, I don't like giving up on people so early though, man.
He's still right. He's still young.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I think that's a limiting thought process on somebody. Not to get too deep, but like, what make you just because he this way now don't mean he might not change 3 years from now. And he's too good not to allow for that change.
But he got to focus, and I think he cares enough to. He's not a guy who'll be out partying.
My thing with athletes is like, why you not practicing? Like, why you not?
I think he worked on his game though.
Of all the things, you only got. Nah, it's no way. There's no way.
You can't. You got to not work on a jumper for it to be that bad.
No, you talking about Ben Simmons. You talking about?
Who we talking about?
Who you talking?
Hey, cool. Like, that's exactly what it is. Ben Simmons.
We were talking about Ben Simmons.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Ben Simmons. Oh, yeah.
I'm saying Ben Simmons afraid to shoot a jumper, right?
Right. But even so,
like, you gotta, like he said, you gotta not work on it for it
to be that bad.
But even if he don't work on that, if he shot free throws better, the way he's aggressive going to the basket, he gonna get to the line. He's not aggressive as he could be because of the fact that he don't shoot free throws well.
So they two glaring weaknesses that, that's what
But he don't
Jordan
even
points,
work. He don't even work on his free throws.
Right.
I mean, now, like, it's getting to a point where though it's sticking out like a sore thumb. So going into the summer, you come back and it ain't no better. That's going to affect your money and everything. Because I can't give you a max deal, $220 million.
Yeah.
And those two are your.
And you comfortable, yeah.
You can't get that max money.
You can because he's good. You can because.
But then his personality.
Yeah, but it's like John Wall.
Back. You said John Wall.
Then you got he came into this year 20 pounds overweight, right? His trainer told him to put on the weight. He tore his Achilles, and he's not gonna come back the same player. But he never changed his game. He could add the 3 points to his game. So now he gonna come back. He gonna be out of shape, a little heavy.
He's done. John Wall done.
And
John
he got
Wall
200. He about to get $40 million next year.
But you talking about John Wall about to be 30, and Embiid and Ben Simmons who like 23, 24, maybe 25. It's a difference. It's a big difference. What about Westbrook, man? Because I think my man from Portland exposed his ass a little bit.
Yeah, maybe, you know what they say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
Dame Dollar had that killer in him, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and Westbrook has he's self-destructed the same way he's been self-destructing in the playoffs or something.
Hey, yo, what was that boxer name who fought Roy Jones that was from Florida too?
Tarver.
And he was like, "What's your excuse now, Roy?" That nigga Dame had that. He told motherfuckers before that game, like, "I'm about to finish them."
Yeah.
Said he was gonna bust his ass.
Yo.
Said he was gonna bust his ass.
And if Dame wasn't in Portland, if Dame was in LA or New York or Miami or Houston or one of them bigger markets, Dame is top 5 point guard in the league, dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no question.
Oh, for sure.
No question.
And Westbrook, I think Westbrook about to be 30 also.
He 30. He 30 now. He like 30. He might be 30.
Y'all think Westbrook top 5 point guards in the league?
Yeah.
No jumper?
Who ain't got no jumper?
Who you gonna put? Who? Is 4 people? Is 5 people better than him?
Kyrie, Steph, Dame.
Yeah,
You can put the boy in Dallas. The boy in Dallas come next year gonna be 4 right there.
Who? Don.
He's tripping.
This motherfucker bumped his head.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
In his rookie year, look what he did.
So what?
Trey Young can say something too.
You reaching?
Just like the NFL, the NBA get film on you, and it's a little different.
Yeah.
Michael Carter Williams was rookie of the year.
Nobody believed that. No, nobody believed that. I live in Philly. Ain't nobody believe that shit. Ain't nobody leaving no Michael Williams.
Michael Olowokandi was the number 1 draft pick.
Tyreek Evans was rookie of the year.
I didn't believe in him either. These motherfuckers confused. The league, in this league, you gotta be able to shoot. You gotta shoot in this league.
Wasn't Ben Simmons rookie of the year?
Ben Simmons still nice.
He can't shoot. You just contradicted yourself.
Westbrook is 30 years old.
So what? That's not that old. That's still prime.
No, it's not.
It is so.
Dame just lit him the fuck up.
Dame did not light him up. He lit motherfucking Paul George up. He shot over Paul George.
When the last time Westbrook got the first?
He definitely was handing that shit out to everybody though. Whoever stepped in front of him.
Right.
Bro, I don't understand why you think that what's his name is his lockdown defender. Westbrook is not that.
Nah,
so what is Westbrook? A stat filler?
He's a compiler.
He's a triple doubler.
Right. Yeah, but he won't come down. He won't come down and hit that J. That J, when he come down and stop and pop it, that shit ain't work no more. This is a new league.
You ain't gonna wash Westbrook up right now at 30. At 29 years old, you're not gonna wash him up, yo.
I ain't really doing point guards yet. Let me really think. Hold up.
It took you. It was hard for you to get
you
the
was
five.
reaching. You was reaching.
Hold up.
Hey, bro, he was about to say Kemba Walker.
Yeah, right.
Kemba Walker, I right there over him.
Over who?
Kimba can hit a fucking jumper.
You're fucking delusional.
He in Charlotte. That's why he got a
But
fuck.
I don't give a fuck where he at on the planet. He ain't better than Russell.
Kimba can hit a jumper. He shoot 40 shots a game.
Give Kimba Paul George.
And they be right where they was.
At home, looking.
Yeah, they be right where they was, at home.
Yeah. Paul George should have took his bitch ass to L.A. Now he regretting it.
Yeah,
you went from India. You're done.
He might be regretting it.
He regretting
Jordan,
it.
that was his issue, Jordan.
That was a dumbass decision right there.
What's the name called that early? What's the name Colin Cowherd?
Yeah, he's like
gassed you. You got gassed to stay in Oklahoma City, and you from LA.
Oklahoma City.
You ever been to Oklahoma? Like,
what has to be talked about is Oklahoma City. We talked about it before a little bit. Had Westbrook and kept him and let Harden go. Had KD. Imagine if you'd have let Westbrook go and you'd have kept Harden. Maybe you could have kept KD still.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody left dog. Everybody left him and been able to shine.
As crazy as whoever the GM is, you had 3 MVPs on your squad.
Yeah.
That's
Shout out to that GM though. Whoever that GM was.
right, he's actually the smartest one.
Right.
When you really
He's
look
a
at
smart idiot though.
Nah.
He drafted him. He couldn't keep the motherfuckers. He gave Serge Ibaka all that money for what?
Yo, but you gotta think they got to the finals though.
And what that mean?
I'm saying they got to the finals with a young team.
Sometimes people gonna leave, man. Listen.
Yeah, that's Harden was never gonna stay. Harden was never gonna stay.
He said he wanted his own team.
You could have kept Harden.
He made that shit clear when he got drafted.
He kept Harden. He wanted his own team.
Yeah, y'all got me coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Right. If he had been starting, it'd have been cool. You got fucking stuff in front of him.
That's not GM stuff. That's coach stuff.
Shit.
Yeah, that's like y'all got me coming off the bench.
If he was starting, he might not feel like that. You coming off the bench. Of course, I don't want to be no bench player for my career.
GM ain't making that call.
Yeah, and the coach ain't there no more. Wasn't that Scott somebody?
Yeah. He gone. Where he at? Orlando.
He with the Wizards.
Right.
They only hired him because they thought KD was gonna come.
Yeah, that dumb shit. That was the stupidest fucking thing ever. Nobody wanted no Scott Brooks, dumbass.
They be reaching.
Yeah, Scott Brooks. Who the next coach for the Lakers? Salud. Jordan, what are you eating?
Hey man, how y'all feel about the possibility of Joe Biden trying to run for president?
I'm interested in hearing this. I'm not a political guy.
I don't want to. Joe Biden running for
The
president.
daddy emoji.
No, he got some shit with him. Don't he got like a lot of shit in his closet?
Yeah, he like to touch. He can't keep his hands to himself.
Don't they all got a lot of shit in their closet?
Right, but I mean, if Trump did it.
Also true, Terrell.
Yeah,
Also true.
like yo,
Yeah, he went hard over that super predator bill.
Didn't they all go hard over the Super Predator
Yes.
bill? Like,
There's a lot of point. It's a lot of signatures. It's a lot of signatures on that bitch.
So don't just expect carte blanche voting now because people are not as asleep as they were.
Yeah. There's too much
The
information.
biggest thing is they gotta get rid of the electoral college. Like that shit is a dated, stupid ass concept, man.
Well, all of it's dated and stupid. Like so.
Like that
Like
just
school.
yeah. Right.
Like school.
Yeah, it's like 100% like school, but you know, I digress.
They didn't even get their money out of me.
Also
nigga.
true.
When I'm ready.
Also true.
They keep trying to press me. We gonna get our money, nigga. When I'm ready. They ain't gonna press me.
Nah, yo.
Just have me. I want to pay less tax. That's what I want. Like stop taxing people who make under a fucking 120,000. The same way you gonna tax somebody who make 500,000. They need to pay more.
Well,
So you already
society
pay
said.
more? But
Well,
they find ways around that shit.
let me. Y'all
They
know
don't
the
pay
range
more.
for middle class. Middle class range is from like $35,000 to $299,000.
Oh, word?
Right.
Yes,
Middle
yes.
middle class, we pay 30% our income, yo.
And then they want to take my money.
Middle class is like $200,000. Like middle class median is like 200,000, yo.
Well, middle class is what keeps the country going. So of course they're gonna tax you more. What are we talking about? Like this is pure basic economics. Like the middle class range is so
That's not
large.
an
You're talking
opinion.
about everybody. Like, the 1%ers are literally 1%.
Yeah.
And you
that's
talking
true.
middle class
That
is
shit is-
what? 96%?
So do y'all? So the running theme now is amongst like millennials. They feel like it shouldn't be no billionaires. How y'all feel about that?
That's stupid.
I ain't heard that one.
I can't knock their
That's
hustle.
it.
What you mean? No,
Oh, not
business?
the millennials. The what's the generation after us?
Z.
Yeah, the
Oh,
generation Z feels like billionaires are the problem,
I ain't heard that one.
or basically the 1%.
It's hard to get rid of the people that's making the rules. I'll say that.
Well, that's yeah. And so the running argument has been that because the billionaires feel like they create economies, they create jobs, right? And the Generation Z is like, hey, y'all do that, but y'all don't pay y'all fair share in regards to resource, taxes or resources provided, so that we don't have, like, we aren't, damn near impoverished because we're not making enough. Like you the gap is what it is, but the economy, that gap is widening while everybody else is pretty much running in place.
I got to be a billionaire then. Fuck that.
Right.
You can't knock the hustle once you there and you got it popping.
No, I don't think it's a matter of knocking the hustle. It's just that. So Neef, but think of it like this. So say for instance, you say for me you make 80,000, right? And you pay. What's the average to around 30%?
Give or take 20,
Taxable income,
about 27.
30%?
Yeah, about 27.
So you pay 27 of that 80, Neef, go to the government. And people like Trump, who 500 million, 100 million, however they much, will avoid paying their 40%, which is required by law.
No. So here's the thing. I get it on the surface, Jordan, that like the ideologically the understanding about it. But this is what I ask. How do they avoid paying the percentage rate?
Break laws.
No, they're following the law.
Actually follow the laws. Learn them and follow them.
Well, loopholes.
Yes.
Okay.
Those loopholes
Whatever
work
you
for
call
everybody.
That's legal.
Yeah.
What we have to do, if we are going to participate, if we are going to be here, guess what Guess what we're able to do that we can read. I could learn a lot. I don't know them, but I'm telling you now. But I could learn them or invest in somebody who knows them well and attack those same loopholes.
Right.
That's really it. And if we understood that and united that thought process, then you potentially can coexist even in a system that you don't agree with. You just gotta play and learn the rules.
Yeah. So and I had this same. Go ahead.
They know the game.
We have been disenfranchised to not know the rules on purpose. Yes, it works against us. So, but none of that should surprise us as black men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just gotta. So when Jay-Z raps, the same thing that Trump is doing. We referencing Jay-Z again. My account's so good, I'm practically living tax-free. Factory. He's a factory. Like it's fact.
Yeah.
Right? How? I want to know how now.
Right.
Business owner.
Yeah.
Own truck.
So look,
own land. Right? That's a easy.
So I had this same conversation.
Wait a minute. That's an easy thing. So if they got row houses out Cherry Hill for 20 grand, if they got row houses in Philly for 20 grand, why are we not putting money together and buying one? Because that's a way that people loophole, put depreciation in buildings, and pass it on to generations. Now, we haven't done it, but these are the conversations that we will continue to have. Because now I know you're supposed to do it that way.
Right.
You can't blame somebody rich for looping tax holes, because somebody that's making 40 grand can loop them same tax holes, right? We just don't.
Hell yeah.
We just don't.
So I had this same conversation the other day about I was talking to a couple of people. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
So what brought up that thought was I was talking to like a younger group, and we was talking about they was talking about their tax money, and I was like, because I'm one of them people who avoids. I don't want no money back from them. Like I want my shit to break even. So, and I was talking to a younger brother. He was like, "Yo, you got kids? Like you don't get a whole bunch of money. I know you get a." He said, "I know you get a fat tax, bro. I don't." I said because you getting that return. You gave the government money. Borrow money on their behalf, right? Not to your benefit, and then they gave you back half of your shit. That's what a tax return is. So you paid $10,000 in taxes, you get back $5,000. When you could go all year with, you know what? I'm gonna play with my 10. They gonna get what I give them at the end of the year, and I break even. As long as I break even every year on my taxes, I don't give a fuck about no tax return. Because white people don't get tax returns, bruh.
Above and beyond that, if you're a business owner, you're already talking something different. Like, so, and we have different levels on here, but like, that's the whole point, right? The whole point is, if you get checks from YouTube, you don't file no W-2 taxes and get no taxes taken out. You are independent. If you drive Uber, which you guys know, and Lyft, which you guys know, you're in the independent contractor. You can tell them what you pay them, right? People do that all over. You could be a plumber making $100 grand, actualize $100 grand as an independent contractor or your own business, and you can really make more than a doctor.
I broke my car off as a $10,000 loss last year.
So that's how you become a business. That's how you do it. You exploit the same loophole as doctors.
Yeah.
That's it. So we're going to continue to elevate the conversation. Listen to podcasts that talk about it. Read books that talk about it. Because we can participate in this as long as we're alive. And there's nobody put no bullet in us. When we ain't going to participate in the system. That's talking like this.
Hold on real quick. Who is that with all that noise? Is that Jordan?
What?
You
that's
outside?
the window down or something.
Oh yeah, I'm in the
It never fails.
I just got out the car. It's raining.
It never fails with Jordan, yo. Never fails. Goddamn.
Yo, it's not even raining that hard. Y'all can hear that?
Yes.
Yeah. Everything, cousin.
Gale force wins, man.
All that shit. You gotta be in a room where it's quiet at.
You almost got the professional
that shit catch everything.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Briefly, my top 5 all before this episode end. All right.
Go ahead.
I had this top 5 set for 2 weeks. Y'all ready? So I got my top 5 songs of the summer. Top 5 songs that you know in summertime. Y'all ready? What you got going on over there?
Tell Jordan put it on mute until he get where he going.
What are you doing?
All right, there we go.
Top 5 songs of the summer that let you know it's summertime. Number 5. Like candy, I can see it when you walk. That Candy John let you know it's summertime. I don't know. I ain't saying okay.
We listen to you.
Yeah,
Like Candy, number 5.
We already know it's number 1.
Number 4, that Meek intro. When we be like 60 years old, we gonna be at the cookout with our grandkids, and that Meek intro gonna come on, and we gonna be old as shit getting up like, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all know that was finished? Guaranteed. Number 3, Outstanding by the Get Band. Outstanding by the Get Band is a good move. Charlie Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
You already know. Mm-hmm. Number 2, song of the summer, Before I Let Go. not the Beyonce version. The real shit.
Frankie
the
Beverly
high
and
will
Maze.
roast you, yo.
And the number one song of the summer to let you know it's summertime. It's summertime by Will Smith.
Yeah.
Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith.
This would have been some real shit if it wasn't. If that went up.
I'd have hung up the phone. I was great disconnect.
You gotta have that, yo.
Yeah.
I felt like we were just waiting for you to say summertime is number one. Like
You gotta have summertime
you
on
could
it.
play with 2 through 5.
Yeah.
Right. Number one was already established.
Yeah.
It's funny, man, because I call it cookout music. And it puts me in a space. So when you say Before I Let Go, when you say what was number 3 you put?
Outstanding Gap Band.
Outstanding by the Gap Band, man. Like I got a whole playlist, and that's the kind of music. Terrell, you'll appreciate this. That's the kind of music. Jordan, you'll appreciate this. That's the kind of music that I operate to. So I'll tell him put an Earth, Wind and Fire playlist on, or with that kind of playlist.
Okay.
Over the speaker during my surgery. And the reason is because what I learned, you know how hip hop is. So trap music puts you in the right?
Right.
Classical music might put you in the lull. But this music, cookout music, summertime music, puts me in a space of joy and bounce, but I can equally concentrate. I'm not distracted by it. But because of the times in Cherry Hill, like growing up in Wynwood Court and all that, and literally having cookouts and all that, that's the kind of music we kind of grew up listening to as youngsters. You know what I'm saying? So it gives me a fond memory. So that's the music I operate to. That's a factory.
Yo, that's crazy. I didn't know that people who do operations had a music that they listen to when they operate.
I got a story.
Go ahead, cool.
So I got the top. Shout out to Dr. Tanisha. She was from somewhere down south, New Orleans or Louisiana. She was from somewhere, Tennessee maybe. And her mentor was a black podiatrist, apparently a female. And she used to listen to C Murder in her OR. She owned her own.
I didn't know what
she owned her own. That's what you do when you own your own.
Hey, cool. Let me ask you this:
Well, it blasted the OR while she doing people's surgery.
That's
Which
crazy.
name is that? How is that often? Is that something that's done often?
What,
as far as doctors?
Music?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't know about how frequency, because when you're in there by yourself. So it's not often that when I trained, it wasn't no whole lot of music in there. And like hospitals, it's different levels. Like, so hospital ORs, you can use it anytime. It ain't no real, it wasn't then any music in there and that kind of stuff. Like that. But like with technology and the ease of it, man, I think it should be. So in my professional life, I more or less always listen to music when it was available, even if we just put our phone in the corner and let it play in the background. Because sometimes you be in there for an hour and a half, and then just like practice, like they've done studies that talked about football practices and basketball practices. You listening to music, you got these old school coaches that be like, cut that shit off. But the reality is, you should always have the kids moving and dancing, and it's just a matter of picking the right flavor. You know what I'm saying? So there's some science behind why you might have music in the background. But I would say, I don't know percentage-wise, but I always use it when I can.
Okay, Terrell, in your profession, we both are in the chef game. How often do you allow music being the boss, or has music been? Because for me personally, I'm the same way. That's what's shocking too. Like, in the day, I always got my headphones on. If I'm around the house cooking, if I'm cooking out, I want to hear music. I want to be. It's a different. It kind of make whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Of a
it can change your mood. Yeah.
Right, and it might come from being a kid, and my mom used to always play music when we was cleaning up. We was cleaning the house, she throw on Tony, or Mint Condition, or whatever her twist was. And now me being an adult, when I cook, and I know I'm cooking for a little minute, I got the iPad on, or if I really want to hear it, I got the speaker hooked up to the iPad or whatever. That's my twist. When I'm cooking at work, I got my headphones on. When I'm in the back cooking, and I'm not in front of customers. That's my twist. I gotta have music playing. I just feel like it don't feel like a job when you're doing it like that. How you feel about that, bro?
I love music, right? So I got a speaker sitting on my desk. Well, let me go ahead and back that up. I had a speaker sitting on my desk at work that I was go ahead and rock it out every day. And I would shut my door because I was, you know what I'm saying, when I was in there doing administrative stuff, I needed to feel something other than looking at the nonsense that I was looking at, right?
Right.
So whether it was crunching the numbers every week or doing service records or running financial reports, all of those things was happening in the space where I just felt like I needed to, you know what I mean, have some stuff listening to, you know, and I, you know, my playlist is eclectic as hell, right? You know what I'm saying? I'll be listening to some Hall and Notes, and I jump over to some Queen, and I jump right into some Hove, you know what I'm saying? There's some Meek, and then some Panic at the Disco. They be like, what the fuck is you doing? I'm in my zone, right? You know what I'm saying? It's my space. This is what I listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I'm a little weird because my rap music, I got like my shit playlist, and that's the 900 joint, all rap shit. Then I got my R&B joint with just like 300, but it might got some rap in it. It might got like some LL Cool J, Hey Lover, or Fab and Jagged Edge. You get what I'm saying? Now, because I got this cookout coming up, because really what happens a lot of times is when me and T, whether we in the car or whatever, she likes some songs off my playlist, but she don't like all the shit. So I had to make me like, I call it a party playlist. So when, you know, I plan on having my barbecue, I'm going to have that playing. So it might got some Beyonce, Can't Let You Go, and then I Let You Go. You know what I mean? Then I got some, so I got
grown man.
Right, I got a little party type, cookout type. So I got my 3 playlists. I got my party playlist, which is for the cookout, or if we all sitting around playing cards, the women can have their little songs too. But it's more of a, that's when you throw the Missy Elliott's and the Busta Rhymes and the T-Pain drinks on there. You get what I'm saying? It might not go on my hardcore when I'm on some gangster shit, but I'm about to go cook. You know what I mean? List. So music does play a big, but I was shocked. I was very shocked to learn, and that's why I love this podcast. We learning things that when Mike's operating on your feet, you got some Earth, Wind, and Fire playing. That's some dope shit.
So I also do it, like, even when I see, like, my old folks, and then I go to the home, and man, I mean, it's a vibe, man. They get the best meat. So somehow I'm thinking like the carefree times of a Cherry Hill neighborhood where we had clean block award banners and everybody cared about where they was from, and it seemed like love in the air. You know what I'm saying? And like, so cookout music is a thing for me, man. Like, so nobody can do all that boppity bop all the time, but I got a gym thing, I got a study thing, right? My latest thing, fellas, let me put this on the podcast. My latest thing, I ain't even gonna lie, yo, is YouTube got a plethora, right, of like these healing frequency and vibe things, and them kind of just anti-anxiety and like hypnosis kind of stuff, right? And it just in the background. And whether they be affirmations about success and all of that stuff for free, and that's some pretty good stuff. So I've been listening to a lot of I've developed like a little meditation.
Oh, so it's talking? Is it talking in there?
Yeah, I got one that's, some of them is like you can do it yourself. So some of them is just the sounds, and it's science, right? So it's frequency sounds, but it's like the bowls. I'm gonna put a post out on my Instagram, but like it's bowls and all that music that nice mellow. So when you just relaxing, or even if it's light in the background, it might have subliminal messaging that you can't hear, but it's a success thing, or that kind of stuff, so you don't hear nothing. Some of them you can go and it is talking, like relax and do that kind of stuff, right? Some of it is again just the sound, and just otherwise it's just like for healing and all that kind of stuff, just in general terms, or concentration, for example, Rel, to your point. So sometimes even when I get too into the words, I got to do stuff where I'm not going along with the words, because I'll be singing too, whatever. So then I got to go to something that's concentrating, but without words. You feel me? Like, so it's a lot, man, just knowing with the mind and what you could do. With sound.
Yeah, for sure.
Another dope episode. Real quick, anybody? Do we all see Endgame?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm two runs in.
Yes.
I watched it one time.
Surprise again.
Oh, you want to go see the cool?
Yeah,
Is it a thing like it's the ending of something and now it's the next chapter? Do it feel like, or?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said, both times that I saw it, and I think from the aspect of you know, that it's 22 movies. Like to say something comes to an end after 22 movies and spanning well over a decade is tough.
How much money was made? Because they said Endgame made over what?
Oh, it did 1.2 billion the first weekend. What do you like? Like this?
They
it's
whooped
nuts.
DC ass like it's over.
DC
No
got like
competition.
3 or 4 movies. Yeah, that shit no, and there's still a phase 4 coming. This ain't over.
Right.
They launching phase 4 this summer. The Spider-Man movie come out in July. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
We
I've
know
never
there's going to be
seen-
another Black Panther. We know there's going to be another Doctor Strange. We already know Scarlett Johansson got a Black Widow movie coming. And I bet you Captain Marvel did well enough for them to do another one of those too. It ain't
we're
over.
We're gonna see how they do the Scarlet joint. That's a mystery still.
Right,
But
yeah.
man, listen.
And Bucky signed on for 3 more movies.
Right. See, so
Like-
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how it all goes next. But man, you talking about 22 movies, and this was the end of it. You couldn't plan something to go away better than they plan. We've never seen movies. There's no comparison in the history. We
No.
can't Indiana Jones or Star Trek or none of this shit
Nothing.
that's ever came before this. There's nothing to compare it to.
They selling the box set, yo. I think that shit $500.
I still ain't see Captain Marvel.
Oh.
I didn't see it, but it was just crazy. We went to go see the movie at 11 o'clock at night. So we was in there from 11 to 2.
Yeah, that's tough.
He went to sleep and woke up like.
Yeah,
that's right.
no, I gotta go like 8 a.m. Like,
Yeah.
catch me when I
I'm
wake
at the watch
up.
it again.
I think that's the one I ain't seen.
Captain Marvel.
But we
It's
saw it.
funny because they actually filmed Endgame before Captain Marvel.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Did they call him Captain Marvel in the movie?
Did they call her that? I don't know. They didn't refer to her. They didn't say her name.
They said her name.
But Sixers in Toronto, 47-47. This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 42. Anybody got something else on their mind, real quick, to throw out there?
No.
Nope.
I think I got it on my chest, that Jay-Z thing, just about attacking our
definitely
folks
did.
while they're here. It don't make no sense in a span of unity, so I already said what I had to say.
We miss you, Juice. Jordan, thank you for dropping in and making a bunch of noise and throwing some shit out there, too. We appreciate you, cousin.
If we ever get him in the studio, he'd be fire.
Yo. Yeah, he got a lot.
Jordan always got a lot going on. He's about to start shooting the ball. You know what I'm saying? From the phone. Like, he's about to start dribbling and everything in the background.
He doing the
Don't hear that,
podcast
we
like
hear
this.
everything.
Right. Yeah, right. He's straight up doing
What
like
is
that.
Jordan doing? Jordan braiding hair, talking on the phone. George, what you doing? He had no drawers on.
Right, free ball
Right.
swag.
Brothers Talking Shit, episode 42. I love you guys.
Love
Juicy
you too,
miss
yo.
There
you.
you are.
If you don't know, we everywhere, man. We on shit, fucking YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, not Apple Music. You got to go to the actual podcast, everybody. Tell them what else, bro.
Breaker, Stitcher, Pocket Cast. We on like 8 things, man. If you getting down to that, you need to
Google
upgrade your
Podcasts.
goddamn phone. If you getting past Spotify, Apple, and Google, we got some real issues. We need to
We on
talk.
Facebook.
We need to talk.
We on Instagram.
Yeah.
We everywhere.
If you're not listening to us on the big 4, YouTube, Apple, Google, Spotify, we need to have a real conversation.
Right. But this was 42. Shout outs to what's the man who wore 42? I can't think of his name. I've been drinking.
Huh?
Who
Oh,
wore 42?
Jackie Robinson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the OG.
And Mariano Rivera.
Yeah. I'm about to... Listen, I'm
In
tired.
the podcast, man.
I just ended it.
Oh, you sitting there talking still.
I love y'all, man.
Love y'all.
Love you too,
I want
man.
to watch this Eagles. I'm at this Sixers and Toronto shit.